the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
In opposition, the NDC and the Niyoma bebrebe ya na enka enye politics assembly ya politics. Energy issues, cocoa pricing issues, fuel issues, recruitment issues, infrastructure issues, issues relating to sports. Almost everything, the NDC will get hold of normal their politics. And they are in power. The reality has dawned on them. They are doing the exact opposite of what they preached in opposition. Omo will say, amamuo enye math, amamuo enye talk, amamuo eye do the do. As I say, in fact, Ghana first suggested so because of the current power outages. It is a baby way. A call off bare 30 minutes ago, and I saw at the Yamaye. World Bank at the Fufurabebu. World Bank has given the NDC one of the biggest shocks of their lives. And it's saying, World Bank ichiremwa omo kandi achire oman Ghana ama yenye ya honti asiye say. For the cocoa pricing window for 2026, ebesha siye September no. Ghana should expect say cocoa price ebe drop by more than 50%. This is according to the World Bank. And then Ghana ye cocoa price. It's not saying now so air sign ebe drop by more than 50%. Saying and ebeko. His Excellency Nana Danko Kufuado every Ghana kunyaso na a bag of cocoa 3,100 cedis. The NDC propaganda neglecting the fact to say world market price and determine sika cocoa hwani benya ebra woton cocoa bag baako. Propagandous campaign catch the cocoa akufo say omo de omba no matter what happens we are say drama so cocoa bag baako obema kuani 6,000 to 7,000 Ghana cedis. Omba by the reality dawn on them. 3,001 na His Excellency Nana Danko Kufuado tua no man tumi antua. Omo ti cocoa bag so de by 2,005. And the World Bank for say global cocoa prices are projected to plunge by more than half in 2026 pricing year, which begins in September, after cocoa reaching historic highs in recent years, according to the latest commodity market outlook by the World Bank. The report forecasts that cocoa price will fall from about $7.8 per kilogram to roughly $3.8 per kilogram in the 2026 pricing year, representing a 51.3% decline, before edging up slightly to around $4.2 per kilogram in late 2027. The sharp drop reflects expectations that global cocoa supply will gradually recover after severe shortages that drove prices to record levels over the past 2 years. The outlook forms part of the World Bank's April 2026 commodity market outlook, which anticipates a broad cooling in beverage commodity prices. The report shows the beverage price index, which includes cocoa and coffee, falling significantly in 2026 after surging in 2024 and 2025. According to the projections, cocoa was among the commodities that experienced extraordinary price spikes during the recent supply crisis in 2025. However, improving production conditions and a gradual adjustment in global supply chains are expected to ease market pressures going forward. Despite the projected decline, the report suggests cocoa prices may remain relatively elevated compared with historical averages, reflecting continued volatility in agricultural commodity markets. For major cocoa producing countries such as Ghana and the Côte d'Ivoire, which together account for almost 2/3 of majority of global cocoa supply, the expected drop in prices could have implications for export earnings and farmer incomes if production rebounds strongly. The report also notes that broader commodity markets are likely to remain sensitive to global economic growth trends, geopolitical development, and weather-related shocks that affect agricultural output. Enti brofo bebrebe ni nyina no World Bank say or ka dia kire o my Ghana or ka dia kire His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say the 2026 cocoa pricing window be hyase nyame adoma afie wo mu ya no September bosome se hyase a o my Ghana functional adwuma say cocoa price a ene ejina $7.8 per kilogram. Esu behind the about $3.8 per kilogram. Na yewura 2027 mu a ene mu be pagya kakra for 3.8 di aba 4.2, which is almost 51.3% decline. Into more than half. Enti in simple mathematical terms, se name pa cocoa bag gina $7.80 per kilogram, and a cocoa kuyeni nya 2005. Esu hwan de ba $3.8 per kilogram. And the cocoa ka for na 100 cedis kura menya shosumbenya. Looking at said ya ban yi si ye ne nyoma yi. Menya sure say 100 cedis kura. Cocoa ka for benya. The way enso eye nsemo du a World Bank edi abetu omai animbra dumso kura yentumi enko enyi ye ho emfirem wie.
Abai has been overwhelmed from day one. Okay, say me catch you. You can say overwhelmed that you can't say any trick design. Afofrom. Eduma na nkasa omoji ye no obi afofrom. To the extent that sector by sector, I say omo to wa na pure omo so mpofirim no mo ye mahyo. And then they don't know what to do or how to go about it. And that is what it's beginning to reflect in every aspect of the Ghanaian life. Talk of cocoa, talk of teachers, talk of nurses, talk of public sector, civil servants, talk of electricity, talk of water. There are people in this country since October 2025. We are aware. 2025 October. Everywhere. And the reason is the same. It is because Abai we own MPP for track here. No much them here. Maybe because as we had the last time, and honorable Dwasser say this government has been checked and they don't realize it. Instead of focusing and getting the work done, anytime I say some fixing bibima or mine, instead of fixing and nobody dominates the MPP, almost say MPP 4 year do saying, so they have set their sights on the opposition party instead of getting the work actually done. Into KPIs, they are more focused on how much more they think they have done more than the MPP than how much impact the Omo Yeno is having on the people. And that is the exact same with the Doomso situation. Oh, Yeni Kanya own MPP for by Omo Ye the door saying. Eh, na Kanya Mudu Doom MPP for Crown so Muntina Ye Doom Kanya. Eh, when BB but the people are suffering. And that's why we are here today. I have listened to all the NDC people, and all I tell them is, listen, you are falling on your own sword. One kasa one sema okaye me wo energy minister videos mako 9 and kono. Who's a ranking member for energy? Yes. Obi in sema okafa energy sector no wabra no opposition nyina. Sansem no ene wa contradicting no ni nyina ba ko kre no wa indifferent. Okanya kache and say in the first 100 days ECG problems do be solve. Videos in now be only 100. Me no ka say prosper posty the friend is saying John Jinapo video now or say in the first 100 days of fix ECG no posty. There are 9 of such videos. One would have expected Senka or Ba Baimuno. Oh, new opportunity by energy minister. Immediately, Obe fixes Anyama wage now. Ubi, this country in the past 2 months, I experienced one of the most devastating energy crises ever seen. In fact, the mother of all doomsday periods, 2013-2016, cry and drew away. Because when we said 2013-2016, you say you do Mokania Monday and Opa, Ebeba Wednesday and Numre, and Ebeba Tuesday. Like you know a certain shadow. Obi and Nemeno Kasi in the past 2 months. Kaniano, it will do 5 times in a day. 5 times in a day, 5 times. And drop me young lady be running coastal. We're training them in egu. We're training in egu. Me who hospital be a crowd baby. Yes, you are to OPD them. And the last time Ghana experienced something like this was in 2013-2016, where businesses were shutting down, people were losing money because of energy crisis under the same NDC. And they are clueless. And the reason why I make us someone clueless and I say, what's your reasons a woman and someone problem no? Because someone in problem now and come on boss and man say nothing they go through. And yesterday I was listening to your research team and they were spot on. They were spot on. I was listening to them, they were spot on. Obi, because Obe Kaya, even when we were in opposition, I used to tell you, when we were in government, I used to tell you, say Ghana, your problem with energy has always been generation. I know doesn't mean say available capacity in the whole. Available capacity in the whole. Nemom Obi, so when you sika and toho fan war, as what generators you now this caliber for. Oh, quite between Yakania, but when this caliber for la undi cania. That's our problem. That is basically our problem. All the other issues with the technical transmission, distribution challenges in India, Obi, and no going concern. Those are things that, as you are even fixing it today, you are supposed to be preparing for the way out in the next 10, 15 years or 5 years. Into no day, won't find your excuse. But the question all Ghanaians should be asking ourselves today and say, genuinely, do we really think that this government has really stepped back and tried to find solution? No. They are rather in a hurry to deflect the problem. Omuya in a hurry. Oh, we are fixing it because in the last 8 years there was no such solution. MPP funtia anka 8 years in komo ye ya anka yambedu baby ebedri. And then the pastor say do big baha. Transformers na mu kra na mo say we are fixing no. Eyem na mo toy mba ene go. Mba ene go. Omo nche o contract omo ma ya omo de to sa transformers. Transformers were there, bought by the MPP government. The reason was because it was part of the MPP government saying maintenance program. Obekaya, apart from sa transformers, there were even other things in Pokuase, Kaswa,
bulk supply,
BSPs. There were so many other bulk supplies, and I'll take you through it. May the data be my Benghazi, and this is what I'm going because I would prefer say there's been a lot of conversation on the whole week. I want to focus on the data, and your guys at the
research desk, no.
A lot of work. And see, most of the things they've spoken of on Obi. This is the previous government investment in the energy sector. Say NDC ni biya be catch say abanda no buy no 1 year investment biya enuti na kan ye ndundum ni ade a menfen dia grow. It means that ye nyam free problem na ye womu because on tie problem na se. Cause the problem na se ankon kasasa. Obi new generation capacity power fufra aband be kan ho MPP aband be kan ye generation capacity no 1648 megawatts between nyamebo boni nyina ma nyambo say calm down why yeah very intellectual very intellectual Obi 2520 communities in aband connected the
national grid
in all no by the time you fear aban now you increasing national electricity access no from 84% to 88.85%. Obi street lights are provided across the country 990 kilometers in total. I'm just giving you data. It's important because you keep hearing them saying oh my 8 years Obi renewable energy 171.8 megawatts. In fact, it was 140% growth. In terms of the Ebeto, we increased renewable energy, which is the solar power generation. You increased it by 140%. Obi, memo breakdown. Power generation did new. AXA Asogli, you had 603 megawatts in a bekan. Sen Power, which is AXA phase 2. Yeah, the 490 megawatts in a bekan. Amandi TT2 PP. you the 239 megawatts the beka hon. Early power ye bui solar no any early power. You the 161 megawatts the beka hon. Damai and also ye bui solar. You the 79 megawatts the beka hon. VRA4 year solar Calio phase 2.
Yeah, Calio.
And you 19 megawatts. And a early power expansion 56 megawatts in all 1648. But about Benghazi, okay, great. Benghazi, okay, next page now. And me canon next page, you know. And no, any power generation, I the bay day. Ebeka, will be my body now, Mama breakdown in 2017, particularly, no. Yeah, the AXA 188 megawatts, any Asogli power 180 megawatts, any car power 235, and a bar 2017. 2018, yeah, the AXA phase 2, 110 megawatts, Send power, boom, 360 megawatts, and a Me Energy, 20 megawatts, and a Becca home. Benghazi, next one, I make a third page, you know. And at 2019, yeah, the TT2P, 7 megawatts, Amandi power, 203 megawatts, Gensa Energy, 29 megawatts, a Becca home, then we a total of 239. 2020, and yeah, they Bui early power, any Bui solar, any VRA solar. In fact, 2019, it was mainly solar. And the Rebecca that was 162. And at Damai Gensa 28 megawatts. And a Bui expansion 41. VRA solar 10. And on the bar 2021. 2023 na VRA for the Calio phase 2 Becca on 15. And a Bui power floating solar bino.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bui power floating solar bino. 4 megawatts. And we are 19. And at 2024 early power additional tranche 56 megawatts. Total 1648 megawatts. Obi, this is the fact. This is the fact. Enti so what to say in this ni catch or say the entire cost out through problem into MPP 8 years no o man fa bibia mbeka ho enti o man ye investment bia enti energy sector enti na ekodum so it's a lie. Me, I am not so worried about the lies because that is who they are. Me you worried say it tells you say omo nim problem no. Omo nim problem no. Because it strange say obi mo de mo ba ban mu nko a na enya dum so. Moba bem kwao obi ehu said 2013
but we had outages under Monso.
Meba obi men no come there. That's why everybody knows that we 8 years there were about 5 weeks of power crisis. In fact, aka even 2 months to election cry we had it. No, I've said it here severally. 8 years. But obi 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016 yet to abenya na ye energy crisis in 2016. What I say, 8 years, we be what the 8 years, no? The entire 8 years, transformers in a week, and a friend is saying, money a week, a family so top, power stations, pythons, your high rising buildings there, but 8 years, we had stable power in this country, except for 5 weeks. I say, when you're bad, when him say out of the 16 months or so, NDC are buying, we are better, 7 months in your power crisis. The first 5 months in 2025 we had energy crisis and the more kofa dum so levy buy almost on the koto fuel no mo dey to debt na stabilize ye wura do na power ni stable ka stabilize ka krape and energy minister say we have fixed the issue, we have stabilized power, you have fixed it, and they say 6 months later you say the same problem no obi in the past 2 months we've had energy crisis. What they call last year 5 and 1 7 months out of your 60 months we've had energy crisis. Now how many months now mamen to us obi Benghazi to us. The other ones put their own border. The your friend is saying national electricity access near the end there. Those are just data for you, for people to just consume. And then go to the transmission grade. Benghazi called transmission grade. No, Obi. They also make a point say NIA best transformers. Transmissions on human they have been maintained for so many years. The whole of the 8 years they didn't do. Obi, that's a complete palpable lie. 2018. 330 kV. You know much about ECG. 330 kV Prisia Kumasi transmission line and substation. You are aware it was done? Yeah. It was funded by the Korean government. 2018 was also 225 kV Ghana Burkina Faso interconnection project. 2019 Abuazi Prisia 330 kV transmission lines. They were fixed. Obi 2019 was supply improvement to Brekum substation and the transmission line, and also was done March 2019. 2019 330 kV car power ship Abuaze transmission line and also was done. 2021 330 kV Kumasi Bolgatanga transmission line and also was done. 2021 Obi Bekaya Accra Fort Box supply point Pokwase
BSP no?
580 and also was done. 2022 Vota Achimota Malam 161 kV transmission lines and also were done. Obi and 2022 Kaswa substation. Enti so we be catch us say na oma anya hey na ye ne eba be maintenance yes set transformer because I am in homa no transmission lines no ye nya transmission losses and technical losses enti ne ye say ya Obi you are not being fair to the issues because you are gaslighting the people. What you are doing is say the real issues na wo ho na Joy News research team no eka wasem no wo pia she carpenter say na wo kofa nsem a enye nokre ade akata problem no so. Now what the NDC government doesn't realize is say you can't do politics with electricity like you can't do politics with fuel. Okay, so mba be mo foforo no first 6 months oh fuel na ba fam ye siesie no won say na ma komo no tum because you can't do politics with fuel. What's the last how it is NDC nika petrol ni diesel prices because you don't control it. You did nothing to bring it down, nothing, zero to bring it down, because if indeed you did something to bring it down and can see to be the buffer meboa. So you can't do politics with electricity. You can't. So don't come and tell the people say ohwe nyankopon enim suo nyame sa wosom bosom so a ohwe obosom enim suo no e ka che Ghana for say the entire year go through energy crisis here wo mu enyi because of MPP. The same MPP na 8 years omu ja kane and tira so no ne ne no omu tira so na kade na nyina so e omabon omu ja kane and tira so 8 years omabon omasa but 8 years omu ja kane e ba ne say na wo de wo ba ba mu pe ina kane no oh the entire tisa ne say investment ye no sa investment no na omo mbeto ye nti 8 years no man ye hwe no omo koye no sa ne amana ye mmere omo man fa hwe anka ho na me de a kire wi now Obi
final
we have wakasa 25 minutes na da nkwa na wa
a new 25
minutes
no
o sha say
after 3 minutes to 6
Obi the
yeah 3 minutes to 6 on this presentation 3 minutes to 6
as power we wa hu abua mantama na ja one kasa
Dr. Roko
ja sempa de etia
Obi Dr. Roko to de ye jana obeja ye nsem no woni nyina no wa nyina nsem kwa na ebebu
Nsem-Pii
Obi wo bu bani nyina ewie no the real issues are still there.
okay,
you are the government of the day.
very well.
Obi okra de oba e wutia ye ya to transformers de gu ama odada sebi Obi sebi say NDC for catch and say transformers omu installing in a crisis omu mu yen say nim nyansa Obi transformer ye den e transformer na power no bo kwa no wo just step in now they step in that Obi say oh transformer 3000 now oba be install wo Ghana now nim say in the process of the installation of the transformer you would have to cut power. Why do you install the entire country at the same time? If me I know that is not the reason. And that's why I want everybody to listen and pay very close attention to the Joy News research team. Because Obi, the entire it is not the transformers and they say Obi mameka se bitro. And then you install a transformer no pa. Ebi enu to buy and wodum lights. Metiase. Another one you install a transformer. Say another one who do mechanical. What does that mean? Obi, we all know what transformers are. Transformers are localized. Yeah. Transformers are localized. Me transformers see about 50 meters from my house. It is a transformer in your fault. Me area hon kwa nenya light off. It is a unim say ube install me transformer na mami mechanical bedum a. Ube install me na mami and na me say be take you 3 days. Do me 3 days na install mami meboa. Na ade na Ghana nyina enya light off at the same time. Ade na mo install 3,000 transformers at the same time. Obi, don't we have more than 3,000 transformers in Ghana?
We have over 20,000 transformers in this.
And see, how is it that you are installing just 3,000 transformers and the whole country is going through an energy crisis? And you want the whole country to believe, say, transformers are we install 3,000 transformers out of over 20,000 transformers in the whole Ghana. Now, maybe Obi, so we install a transformer, ewo bole bamboya. Me amete in kind is legon no if I'm home. Why do I have lights out? Because you are installing a transformer in New Durban South. I just saw. See, these guys, they don't respect us. Obi, and